Hello, and welcome to, well, it's not really my channel. I can't say I do that much, but this is just my first impressions of the Shaper Origin Generation 2 compared to 1. I'm not doing the unboxing video. Obviously, it's already out of the box. But I've got some first impressions right off the bat that I thought I would share with you. Things that I didn't see in the video where they kind of announced the product, and just some little hands-on, first impressions. So, right off the bat, Gen 2 is, it's a little bit more black mode. It's definitely got some more detail around the coloring. There's a little bit more of an overhang here compared to 1. It's slightly taller. Let's see here. The Gen 1, well, it's 11 and a half, and here we are. Well, we're just a little over 12. So it looks taller, but it's not all that much bigger. It's definitely a little thicker here in the top. Mostly because it seems to extend out to what was the overhang for the handle. Now they've just gone ahead and made that all flush. I don't know if that's to get more innards in there or what the deal is. But it's just design. This little piece here, a lot wider, or taller I should say. It looks like this guy's about 3 inches compared to 2 on the old one, so a little bit tighter or a little bit taller. The colors of the buttons are a little different. We've got orange on the old and red here, so it's really a red light, green light kind of situation versus the orange and the green. The spindle is exactly the same. At first I thought this was smaller, but it's identical as far as I can tell. The cord has a little bit of a rubber gasket here, so around where it connects to the vacuum port. And you can kind of see here on the old one, this piece here, I'm gonna force this down, probably shouldn't. Over here on the open port, slightly different, not too much. The plastic cover, identical as far as I could tell. They both still have the little port on the back for getting dust out. I didn't even know this existed for a long time because it doesn't seem to get a whole lot. This is just a slightly smaller tray, but still there. What else? Oh, cords. So I immediately recognized that the cord seemed a little longer, and it's a little softer to the touch. And the new cord is 2-prong versus the old 3-prong, and the new cord is about 2 feet longer. My old one is 8.5 feet, and the new one is 10.5 feet. Really like that. Don't know why, but that 2 feet makes a big difference. The screen, 4 3/4 compared to about 4 1/8. Big deal. And about 2 5/8. 2 3/8. Very, very close. A little bit more color in the screen when I started up. We've got this little logo going on here. Oh, it came with, I don't know why, but I've never seen a USB stick with USB-C. So it's got a, I don't know how well it shows up here, but it's got a little USB-C port versus the traditional USB-A. And it came with this little teeny guy here. I put this little clip on. What's interesting is when you flip this around, it's USB-A on the other side, so you can plug that into your computer and see here. Big deal. Bag is a little different, couple rolls of tape. The wrench is silver now, mine was black. This guy's the exact same size, same engraving, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch bits that came with the other. So very, very standard, smaller book off the bat. There's a QR code in there to immediately go ahead and find what you're looking for online if you want a more in-depth guide. And I don't know, I'm going to put these down for a second, and I'm going to plug these in at the same moment and see what happens. I've already registered mine, so the boot up time is going to be slightly the same. This guy kicks right in. This one, the new one, sits for a moment. It's got a fancier little logo. Kind of curious what happens here. By the way, it ships with Inverness. It doesn't have the new Jenner. We are already up over there, and it's recognizing there's no tape. It came with Inverness. Did a quick update, and I'm off and going. Looks like the boot time is slightly slower on the new device. Let me say, you know, I was in the product launch video watching, and I saw a lot of disappointed people who had purchased Gen 1. Like, hey, I just bought it. You know, well, they're honoring a 30-day return. But is Gen 2 worth it? Is there anything significantly different about it? Yes, the screen is ever so slightly larger. Maybe a little clearer. I actually get a lot of flicker on the new screen compared to this guy. Everybody's got to be using LED lights. The new one seems kind of sensitive, and I've got some flicker here. I don't know how well that would show up on this camera, but it's there. Honestly, most of the work goes on the innards. The spindle is doing the same work, right? It's not like this thing can do leaps and bounds more than Gen 1. Is it worth it? You know, I'm a geek. I really want the new stuff. But do you have to have Gen 2? Did you miss out on something special? I don't think so. I think that if you have Gen 1, you've got a hell of an awesome machine. I've been using it for a couple of years. I should be able to use it for a couple more. I'll probably sell it. Nobody's going to be any sadder for it. They're going to be happy. Gen 2, there is nothing different about the capabilities of what this does to this. I think it's just kind of new innards. And I'm happy that I got it, but not that big a deal. You didn't miss out. Hope you all have a good one.